and talking to you guys about credit freeze. So I will turn it over to Lance.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming, and I'm glad to see all of you ladies out here, and thank you for coming too. I don't feel alone. Okay, so you got your sheet there. Credit freeze. Anybody know what that is? Any idea? Okay. Okay, so if you go to the first page of that, so real quick, I want to make sure you guys understand what a credit freeze is, what it isn't, how to use it, and how easy it is to use, okay? All right, so get some background real quick here. Anybody get a letter like this last October from Equifax? It says data breach, notice of data breach. Yeah, did you do anything about it?
Yes.
Okay, what did you do? Cry? Okay, so Equifax gave you a few options to do a fraud alert, a few different things. Because of some things like these data breaches and things like that, we recently had some changes to the Economic Growth, Regulatory, and Consumer Protection Act, which made this credit freeze tool free. So before that, if you wanted to freeze your credit, it was going to cost you $6 per credit bureau, $18. You had to do it with each credit reporting agency, each bureau. So Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And then to unfreeze it, you had to pay $6. So $18 on both ends, okay? It's free now. It's a free tool, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So what it does is it protects you from fraud, okay? It's not going to protect, just to clarify, if somebody takes your credit card now, you already have that. It's not going to protect you from that. It's going to protect you from any new lines of credit being opened up in your name, okay? It's going to protect you from anyone looking at your credit without your permission, okay? It freezes it, just like it says. It's complete freeze, okay? And for this to be successful, you have to do it for all three of the reporting agencies, okay? You can't just do it with one, you have to do it for all three. All right, that's the real trick to this. Use all three of them. And it is kind of a hassle, but it isn't because of the protection you're getting, okay? So if you wanted to apply for a new line of credit and you froze your credit, you have to plan that. So if you just plan it out and schedule that, you're gonna be just fine. So you're gonna go apply for a new car, and you need credit, you need to use a line of credit. Just plan it out in advance so you know you need to lift that credit a couple days in advance, get approved. Once you're all set up, you can go back in and refreeze it. It's not going to cost you $18 anymore.
How hard is this?
Simple, super simple. Okay, so I do have some shots of that. We'll go over a little bit of this. So, it is easy, it is free, and I got this line right here. Remember to keep your pins. Each company, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, they're going to give you a PIN number. You need that PIN number to freeze it, and you need that PIN number to unfreeze it. Do not lose that. Keep it somewhere safe. That is the real catch to this. If you have that PIN number, you can unfreeze it, and you can freeze it pretty quickly. Okay. So just like the last 4 digits of your social, keep these pins somewhere safe. If you want to memorize them, go ahead. But keep it somewhere safe, because that's all you're going to need to unfreeze it, okay? All right, so you'll hear the term credit lock. It is not the same thing as a credit freeze, even though it's the same, serves the same purpose, okay? So what a credit lock is it's a tool that each credit bureau has made, okay? And we pull out this fancy schmancy phone here and find this app. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'll show you what it looks like. So each credit reporting agency created an app. This is the Experian one. Okay. And it allows you to log in, unfreeze, or unlock and lock your credit with swipe. Okay, Experian, or Equifax, it's free. TransUnion, the app is free. Experian, it's $19.99. So, that's why I recommend the credit freeze. It's free across the board. If you freeze them all, you can unfreeze them all. They don't have an app for that yet, but just for your safety, the freeway is the way to go. You can do it all three of them at once, okay? Or on each side. All right, so at the bottom there's 3 ways to do this. I've given you all the information you need: phone, mail, online, okay? And then on these next couple of pages, you got some screenshots of each credit. When I went through and did this, it took me about 15 minutes to get it all set up, get my pins and everything. Well, still waiting on some of the pins because they mail them to you, email them to you. But it's simple. This one, you just click on the button there right above the snowflake. It says Get Started. It's going to ask for some personal information. And then it's going to take you to another screen, which I failed to capture on there. But what it's going to ask you is questions about your personal credit. Okay, pretty simple. It's going to say 10,000 to 50,000, where does your home loan sit? Or when was your last home loan? A, B, C, it's going to have different levels just to verify you are who you say you are. Pretty simple. And then you're going to make sure you have your PIN number, your password, and for Equifax, it's your email is your username. So that one's simple. Experian is simple too, and I'm going to point out something on this one that's really neat. So you're just going to put Add Security Freeze, and if you look to the other side of that, it says Remove Security Freeze. So you just click through the buttons. It walks you right through it. Okay, so at the bottom here on this one, something interesting that you get to do, or an awesome thing they've added here: freeze a protected minor or incapacitated adult's credit. Okay, so if you have a child, you can freeze their credit. Meaning nobody can open up a credit card in their name, nobody can go in and use their social security number to apply for utility bills or anything like that. It's going to lock it, okay? Added protection for your kids, which is a great tool. And then the last one is the TransUnion one, and once again, it's simple. You just click through the buttons there. It guides you through. I've given you shots of all the screens, and this one is very similar to the Equifax one. The Experian one is the main different one there, and that one does need your PIN number. This one allows you to go through. You can lock it, then it sends you the PIN. All right. So don't be confused with Credit Lock and Credit Freeze. Credit Freeze is free, and the easiest way to do it is just go online and do it. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that? Start over here.
If you're married, you have to do it for each person?
Yes,
each person will have to go in and do that. So you'll have, if you're married, you'll have 2 sets of PIN numbers. Question over here?
So if someone tries to apply for it, will it notify you, or they just won't be able to?
They won't be able to. It locks it. So the Equifax does have a free thing they add on that, and you'll get emails if you sign up for that. It just tracks it. You'll get an email or a text message. So you have other resources there available. Anybody have any other questions? Okay, I'm going to give you another tip of the day. So like I said, it does not protect you with your existing credit cards. Okay, just make sure you monitor your credit too. And you can go on, just Google those Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and get a free credit report. So the coolest thing about that is you get 3 of them. Every 4 months, request one from TransUnion. Then next 4 months, go to the next one. Next 4 months, go to the next one. Okay? So there's another tip for you to help you monitor what's going on with your credit. All right? Okay. Thank you, guys.